Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
Scary world out there. Scary, scary. It's a scary world out there, man. People in the UK are getting arrested for posting certain things online. How crazy is that shit? How crazy is that? Getting arrested for your online content. That shit is crazy. I just watched two people, get arrested. One, this old dude that had a few kids. One they went to this mom. And they also arrested a kid, like an 11, 12-year-old kid. Shit is wild. Because he posted, he said something online supposedly, and then when the cops were trying to arrest him, he's like emotionally disturbed. He wound up like punching one of the cops. I mean, the kid's like 11 or 12, so they're arresting him for that shit. I mean, like, that shit is wild, man. All hail the king. King Satan. Yes, Satan. Anyways, welcome to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. I'm excited. The Piper Aerostar that we've had the beta for a little while now is finally released to the public. Let's take a close, before we actually start flying anything, let's go take a look at what comes with this bird now. So, now available. They added in a new RNAV unit. That's cool. Electric heaters, fresh air levers fixed because that I don't think was working before. To and from flags for VOR2. All right, propeller rotation for loading. Rare freeze. Okay, yeah, I never really experienced that. Oil dipstick, matte fuel selectors, the MSFS binding fuel selector one. Okay, that's good. Smoother oil, fuel cap animations. Okay. Let's hear. Expected. Not everything can make it into the initial release, especially with ongoing platform changes. Yeah, so that's an interesting way of putting it, guys. Platform changes. Custom pushback user interface. Okay, multiplayer display check. So that's cool. Xbox compatibility. Yes. Let's get this thing on Xbox. Absolutely. Livery pack. So Xbox users will have more visual variety. Excellent. Let's see here. Aerostar tasks are complete. Okay, links. Yeah, I mean, it was a good bird in the beta mode, but I'm very excited to see what this thing gonna be like in real life. In real life, well, as close to real life is on the simulator. We're back in South Africa, by the way. So we're back here at Cape Town Airport. We might as well fly from here since we downloaded the airport the other day. I don't know if we're going to be doing a full flight. I have a full flight, like, set. We'll see. I am using my Xbox controller again. Hate me if you want, but that's how we doing it tonight. It's been one of them days, man. Like, everything that could go wrong today went wrong today, so. We got my buddy. Yeah. So this might take a minute to load at first. Usually does when you first load into an airplane the first time. I don't know if I think we have live weather turned on. But yeah, man, let's see if this is as good as the Comanche. You know what the Comanche is. The Comanche is arguably the best airplane in the simulator. In my opinion, that thing blows everything else out of the water. Let's get in this thing and do a little walk around, a little walkie. Let this load for a second. Hey man, doctor's offices. What about doctor's offices, Greg? Well, let me... Come, I'm not... Got no controls. Second. Got no controls. How come no controls? Track ID. It's not even showing my controller, right? Ooh. All right, there we go. Let's talk about doctor's offices. So today I was supposed to take my daughter to an appointment, and my car wouldn't start. First time in forever, really, that the car didn't start. Anyways, jumped the car, went to get a new battery put in it, called the doctor's office and said, hey man, we're gonna be probably about 15 minutes late. That's not bad. Not bad after dealing with what we dealt with. But they're like, oh, well, if you're 15 minutes late, we can't help you. I'm like, what? I'm like, but if the doctor's 15 minutes late, we gotta wait, right? We gotta wait if the doctor's late. But if we're late, oh no, that's the end of the world. Okay, man, so we had to reschedule the appointment, man. That's fucked up, dude. Hey, look at that little key animation. That's cool. Let's see here. Resource memories. Oh, you think? That looks good. Put that back in there. I like putting the key in there. That was a cool thing. Probably shouldn't have picked such a big airport to look at it, but... Alright, we can move the ailerons. Yep. And... Very cool, just like on the command sheet. Can we move the blades? No! This is a standard livery with the airplane. Alright, now I'm guessing we gotta go up there to catch the runway, I think. Yeah, I don't really, like, am I in the wrong spot? Hang on a second. Nothing here. Okay, there's an opening over here. Okay. Well, you know, while we're here, we might as well let me pull the flight plan in here real quick. Route. Just in case we fly the whole thing. Downloads, FACT-FAS. I was trying to fly to FAG, but it was too long of a flight. It was like 170 miles, and that's a little too long to fly to FAG tonight, so we're not going to fly to FAG. That is a real airport, by the way. It's Foxtrot Alpha Gamma again. What's up, Dolores? A little hot to be wearing that kind of hat, isn't it? I like Dolores, man. She always makes sure my tire pressure good. She's the best tire pressure checker in the southern tip of Africa. All right, let's get in this bird. Oh, good, my tablet's already on. Excellent. There's my tablet. Go ahead and get to here, and we need A2A Aerostar. There's our flight number. Okay, controls. That all looks good. All right, we're gonna do no GPS today. Fuel payload. We're gonna be doing metric. And should have. Let's see here. 180 kilograms of fuel. Where's our fuel at? Okay, wing capacity, fuselage. Here's our fuel here. Pretty heavy on fuel. Let's do light. That's 157. Okay. Oh, there's our fuel right there. $110 kilograms. All right, whatever. That's close enough. All right, let's put some people in the seats. Baggage up in this bitch. All right, that all looks good. Update. Maintenance. Wash the plane. Inspect. See anything when they wash it? See anything. right, clean the bugs. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, engines. Let's inspect the engines. That all looks good. Those are okay. We're going to do fine wire spark plugs. Our idling is a little better. Inspect again. That looks good. Okay, engine. Engine 2. Fine wire spark plugs. That weight should be okay. Let's see what temperature is. 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, we can leave those. We can leave that oil in there. Okay, that's good. Very good. Engine analyzer we don't need yet. And battery's fully charged. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up. So actually, I don't know. Maybe we should push it back before. Actually, let me see what. No, we can just spin around if we don't get a pushback here. Okay. Let's see here. Flight controls, checklists. All right, free flight, passenger secured. Okay, cabin door. Close that. I know there is a cabin door around here somewhere. Consistency, that's a good feature to have. I just sworn that there was a cabin door button. Or... Alright, no worries. We can just close it this way. Alright, that's done. And let's remove mosquito covers, tie downs, wheel chocks. Flaps are up. Gear is down. Flight controls, let's make sure they're okay. How come I that one? It's supposed to still show it. Even with this tablet here. There we go. Okay. Button. Red button work either. Okay. All right, let's try our controls. So forward, back. Sai. All right, rudder pedals work. All right, all switches off. All right, battery on. That's good. Elevator trim is neutral. Hydraulic shutoff valve should open. That's open. Fuel, we have fuel. Plenty of it. Circuit breakers, are the circuit breakers working now? Yeah, circuit breakers are. Alright, all the circuit breakers look like they're in. Altimeter and clock, we'll set that in a moment. Alright, prop forward. Mixture, idle cutoff. Throttle cracked. Battery's already on. Let's go ahead and check the fuel selectors. Sure. Hear them come on. Now we can hear it. Heard that. Okay, we heard that. Check this one. All right, we heard that. Make sure the sound's up. Sounds up pretty much as high as it goes. Okay, right starter engaged. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the right engine on. Fuel booster on. Fuel is on. Once it starts cranking, that's when we got to put the fuel on. You know, we never did put any lights on. Let's put our beacon and nav lights on. All right, right altimeter. Ground speed. Let's start up the other engine. Excellent. Alternator on. All right, let's get our clearance. Turn on all the avionics and stuff. All right, let's see here. Avionics master here. Oh, look at this. Waypoint 1, waypoint 2. Radial, and that is pretty cool. Radial. Wow. Wonder how to use that. Approach. That's pretty cool. We'll have to figure out how to use that. Alright, let me file our flight plan on say intention. See if use them at all. File flight plan. Oh, all right, let me see what say intentions has to say for itself tonight. ATIS is 127. Let's see if we get that dialed in here. Let me click on this. Click on this and see how quickly it flips over.
Error 11.
Pretty quick.
2.6. QNH 1024. Transition level 90. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information November. Cape Town International Airport.
Okay, let me change this real quick.
November.
I gotta change something in the settings real quick. Well, a couple of things. Let me change the flight interface. Let me turn off the HUD because I was doing career mode. And I like flying outside the airplane. And other voices, let me turn that off. We don't hear the other ATC. All right, where is ground? 121.9. All right, let's see what they say. Cape Town ground, Piper 20 Gamma, currently parked at General Aviation. We have information November. We're looking for a VFR departure heading north.
Piper 5220 Golf, Cape Town ground. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1000. Departure on 119.7, squawk 2152. Expect runway 34.
After that, expect runway 34, Piper 20 Gamma. Squawk 2152. Okay, so they already have that in there. Put that on, and our first waypoint is going to be SV. What happened to our route? All right, load from PC again. Let me try this again. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Nope, that's the wrong one. You son of a bitch. All right, load from PC again, one more time. Let's try it one more time. All right, fact, FASD. There we go. Okay, SV is 113, so let's program that in. And let's say we want to go to here, check BOR, pull. All right, we'll figure that part out later. So we have that one. Let's go back and do our warm-up, and then we will get clearance for takeoff. All right, engine warm-up. Let's get to 1,000 RPMs. Now we're pretty much there already. All right, props are full forward. That's rich. All right, let's get to 1,500. All the instruments. Voltage is looking okay. That is looking okay. All right, now let's see, set for 2100, and then we'll cycle props, and then check the magnetos. Let's cycle each one twice. Let it get down to about 1,000 and pull it back up. All right, we're watching these gauges right here. All right, very good. Now let's check the magnetos and make sure there's no more than a max 175 drop. Let's do the left side first. Okay, so far it looks okay. All right, that looked okay. Now let's check the right side. Okay, very good. Good enough. All right, let's reduce the throttle now. Back down to about 1,000. For takeoff. Okay, all that looks good. Prop forward, flaps, trim. All that looks good. Let's get clearance. Cape Town ground, Piper 20 Golf, requesting taxi clearance to runway 34.
Piper 20 Golf, runway 34 taxi via Bravo 1, Charlie, cross runway 01, then cross runway 19er, then Mike, Delta 3.
What? What? Cross runway 34, Bravo 1, Charlie, cross runway 01, then cross runway 19, then Mike, Delta 3, Piper 20 Golf. All right, let's find out how to get there, and then we will take off. Give this thing a try. Let's see here, map. Runway 34 has got to be behind us. Runway 34 is right here, so they said go to Bravo 1. cross runway 34. Okay, so here's Charlie. Then we cross runway 1. Then we have Mike. So maybe this is Bravo 1 right here, but then we got to pick up here, so that doesn't make sense. Let's just get out of here and we'll figure it out. You know, we never did put exit lights on or anything. Oh shit. Oops. One thing I do want to check real quick. Let me just make sure that our... So we have it on VFR. Let me put this on IFR for the auto FPS, and then I do need to open up the GPU 0 to do that. Come on, bitch. That helps with the VRAM plus. Come on, let's go. There we go. Now it's open. Okay, very good. That's done. That's done. Let's resume. I am going to be getting a phone call here at some point, which I'm going to have to take, but it's not right now. This is a really nice airport. NVIDIA did a pretty decent job on this thing. The airplane looks really cool, man. I like the little detail up here and like the pedo coming out there. That's pretty cool. Oh shit, our wing got hung up. Hang on a second. All right, now we're good. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. I've never been hung up on a on a wall before. That's pretty cool. When we did the flight the other day, we were all the way over here. All right, so here's Charlie coming up, and then we got to cross the runway. We'll need to put our strobes on for that. Is that cheating, having those little blue dots there from say intentions? All right, no flights are coming. Strobe lights on. Try to make our way over here as quickly as possible. I don't think this Collins DME is gonna... Well, we'll see if it works. It's got an RNAV thing. Maybe that's an RNAV. Oh, that's RNAV setting. very good. If we're clear runway, we will our strobe lights off. Should tune to the tower. I don't know if we're gonna have to do anything else to get the airplane ready for takeoff. I know, like in the Comanche, I think since we already exercised the props and did all that, I don't think we're gonna have anything else. Look at that, man, little radar station. That's cool. I wish we had like a truck where we could just like drive around and like look at stuff like this. That would be cool. Doesn't somebody make a truck already or something like that? I could have sworn there was something like that. The mountains in the background. This is a really cool area. Mountains are huge, dude. Alright, let's park right here for a second. Alright, parking brake is on. Let me see what else have to do here. For takeoff, mixture's good. We don't need any the autopilot on. And that's heading, and set this. Shit, we're moving. Give me a second. Parking brake. Thought it was on already. All right, boost pumps on. That's good. Set this to north west. Something like. Oh no, we're actually going more northeast in it. Set that. Frequency. Or how to. I have to do some digging around on this. This will be fun. It'll give me something to learn how to use. Like I'd had to learn how to use one of those before. All right, let's set our trim a little bit. Our trim up a little. All right, now after takeoff, flaps up, and during our climb, a fuel pump's off at 1,000 feet. Okay, very good. So takeoff speed, rotate. Okay, very good. Let's get ready to get out of here. Let's contact tower. Let's test the theater panel works. Cabin fan, we'll just fan on, I guess. 59 degrees, people are okay. Contact tower. Cape Town, Tower Piper 20 Golf, holding short runway 34, ready for departure to the north.
Piper 5220 Golf,
That
Cape Town Tower, runway
just
34,
fixed.
winds 230 at 5, cleared for takeoff. After takeoff, enter left downwind for a straight out departure to the north.
Go, can I move this? There was a way to move. Okay, so park and brake off. Give it a little juice. Put our transponder emitter. All right, we are ready for takeoff. Let our slip slide thing come back to. Takeoff power set. Oh shit. Don't push down too far, or otherwise you might just do a wheelie. All right, 80 knots. Rotate. We're good now. Probably should have went, probably should have had some flaps going. Once we get over 1,000 feet, we will turn the fuel pumps off. One thing I did not check was our gauges here to match up with our gauge here. So let's turn to the north. Shit. Got completely about that.
Piper 5220 Golf, Cape Town Tower, contact departure.
Contact departure, Piper 20 Golf. Alright, let me turn off the fuel pumps real quick. Cape Town departure, Piper 20 Golf. Currently climbing through 2,000 feet for a flight level of 080.
Piper 5220 Golf, Cape Town departure, radar contact.
All right, let's put this on. That on, and we need to pull this back a bit. Flight control. All right, so 2,400 and 20. Okay. Come on, start pitching up, bitch. Are we gonna start climbing now? Okay, we are looking at 310. Yeah, oh yeah, we are way off. We might have to, hey, what's up, Grease? We might have to take off again. I forgot about that. What's up? What's up, bitch? Yeah, we might have to take back off again. Alright, why is the pitch not come on, pitch. Get us up to 8,000 feet, bitch. Come on. Alright, is our... Nope, our temperature is still going down. Jesus. More hot dogs. I don't know, are you in Brazil yet, or are you still in Greece? Alright, this is what, hang on a sec, we need to fix something here. So we are just gonna do shit. How am I gonna fix this here? We're not that far off from it being correct.
At our 1 o'clock, about 5
you're leaving in winter?
away,
That's
you'll
cool.
see Porterfield Park. This area is a charming little spot in Blueberg, South Africa, known for its open spaces.
Okay,
and
so we're looking at about 30, 40, we're
It's a
about
favorite
50
among
right now,
locals
50
for picnics and
degrees.
leisurely strolls. The park offers a great view of Table Mountain, which is one of the most iconic landmarks in South Africa. If you squint just right, you might even see a few people flying kites and playing soccer. It's a slice of everyday life that adds a touch of community charm to the landscape. And
Now
who
we're
knows, maybe there's a future soccer star kicking around
about
down
60. So... Oh, that's cool, man. That's a cool plane, the MD-80. You have it on X-Plane? Did you get it on X-Plane, or do you have it on the simulator? All right, let's see if it's closer to 70 now. All right, that's 60, so we're still 10 away. All right, close enough. All right, now let's see where we're at with where we're heading to. Are we warming up at all now? Damn, we're still dropping. I had this problem last time where, like, it just did not, we could not get it to warm up in the cabin. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about this cheat right here. This up and down thing right here. That's right. We need to use this to go up and down. Completely forgot about that. Okay, blower on. And low. Air, temperature hot. We're gonna go up to about 8,000 feet. And it's a great little plane, man. I don't know if it's better than the Comanche yet, but I could see this thing being equal to it. Oh, the Mad Dog one. Yeah, that's a pretty cool plane. I never bought that one. I've always been on the fence about buying that plane, just never did. Alright, let's do nav. And hopefully this will work. Nope. Alright, let's go back to heading. Maybe we're still too far away for it to pick up 113. Maybe the trim was like set wrong. But when you engage the autopilot, like it just kind of nose down. I used to get that all the time on the Concorde. I remember, like, every time I would fly the Concorde, as soon as I would take off and put the wheels up, I'd go ahead and try to put the autopilot on, and every time I did, like, we'd pitch, like, straight down. All right, now that should work now. Let's do nav now. Yeah, I used to fly the MD-80 a lot on my tablet and my iPad many years ago on for X-Plane. Yeah, that was always a fun air. I used to, man, I flew that thing so many times on the on my iPad. All right, we are climbing way fast. That's okay. So 2400. Move our props back a little bit more. All right, nav is now on. Let's go up a little bit quicker. I really want to do some research and find out what this system is here. Radial. En route. I know this is en route and approach. See? Oh, maybe we have to dial this in ourselves. But see, it doesn't give us anything here. Waypoint. That's weird. If we're on the... That's 10, 20. So say we're on the 25 here. So that's 210, 205 radial. Oh, you know, I think we have to set this beforehand. See this here. Let's do like... Okay, and use. Now let's see what it does. Let's see if it counts down mileage. I think this is for reference. Kind of like how you have the Civ A system when you have the coordinates in. I think this is just for reference. I don't think it really does anything. Because you have waypoint 1, waypoint 2. Hey, what up, Crashing Calvin? How you doing, my brother? What's up, dude? Yeah, see, now we have how many minutes it's going to take us to get.
Piper 5220 Golf, Cape Town departure, contact Cape Town Center on 125.1.
Contact on 125.1, Piper 20 Golf. Who am I supposed to be contacting again? Cape Town departure. Cape Town departure, hello, Piper 20 Golf, currently climbing through 6,000 feet, flight level 020. I'm sorry, 080. 152121. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Yep, no complaints on my end. I mean, my day was fucked up, but I'm not going to complain about it. There's nobody wants to hear me complain, so. But all in all, things are good. Just today was a fucked up day. All right, I hope we're heading in the right direction. Like, once we get up to cruising altitude, I'm gonna go ahead and try to lean out the fuel mixture. Come on, flight plan, pull up, bitch. We're almost at SV. Okay, so what's this next one here? More info, frequency 117. All right, let's go into heading mode. Let's put in 117. Looks like we're on maybe the 330, 320 maybe. So let's just say we're going to be on the 320 radial. And waypoint 2, we are going to be... That's the 320 radial minus 200 is 120. That's the 140 radial. I think that's how you use this thing here. Let me see. 140 radial. And we'll say we're like far away. Whoa, maybe not that far away. Yeah, you were telling me that you got it. I haven't bought the expansion yet. Do you like it? I had the regular 727, but I heard that it's good. That new one. All right, Aerostar. Probably still cold. Yep. Way more powerful. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a try. Oh, so this return button puts you back in VOR mode. Okay. Oh yeah, you know what? I saw that on their webpage, the glass cockpit option. I think that's pretty cool. Having a glass cockpit in that. I still, for the most part, like I wrote last night, I still use that Civ A system more than anything else in that airplane. I like plugging in the different coordinates and all that stuff. Now, if our nav is a little off, it's okay. Just I didn't set the proper heading before we left. Oh, you're not a fan of the Civ A system? Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, what is this? 334 here. Hey man, we might be getting somewhere with this thing. Let's see here. That mean we're on the 332 radial right now? I bet you that's what that means. I bet you this is the radial that we're on right now. That's pretty cool. I want to go on the 320 radial, so when this gets the... That's pretty cool if that's what that is. I think that is. To and from. That makes sense. We're going to it on the 329. Alright, and when we get to climbing speed, we need to cruise 24 and 2000. Okay. So let's go ahead and put why is this over here again? Alright, let's pull our props back a little bit. Give us some more power. And let's get it ready and make our turn. Since we're on the 323 radial. That is cool. I like how it shows the radial here on this column system. That is really cool. Alright, let's go nav. And let's try to lean out our fuel here if we can. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's let that go for a few seconds and see what happens. Still have plenty of fuel being pumped. Still have some power left. don't want to turn the fuel down too much more. I've leaned it out plenty of times in the other airplane, in the EGT. I've leaned it out plenty of times in the Comanche. I'm not sure why this one is all right, when in doubt, let's, oh, there we go. All right, we had the fuel pulled down too far. All right, so we should be till about 100-degree drop. Okay. Well, it gives me something to continually do. I like it. But I only do short flights. You know, like this is only like 60 miles. So. And it gives me a chance to like learn how to use these kind of systems. It is a boring plane at times. Like it's not very exciting like as far as speed, but. All right, let's pull this back to here now and let's just keep an eye on the EGT. I think we're not too far from our airport, actually. Yeah, we're like right here, I think.
Piper 5220 Golf, Cape Town Center, contact lane bound departure on 122.5.
Contact lane bound departure 122.5, Piper 20 Golf. Line going departure Piper 20 Golf, currently 8,000 feet. We're looking to start our descent soon into our destination. Forgot the name of the airport.
Departure, radar contact.
Forgot the airport we're flying to. What airport are we going to again? Second. Let's see here. This. Flight planner. Where are we flying to again?
Piper 20 Golf, Saldanha, Vredenburg Airport at your 11 o'clock, 14 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Take care.
Works for me, buddy. What's that? 2,000? I got a squawk. I think VFR is 2,000. All right, I think what I'm going to do from here on out for this flight is just fly it outside the airplane. Hang on a second. Let me turn on the HUD. I can cheat. Cheat like a bitch. And let me turn off say intentions. I don't really care about them anymore. Since terminated services. They obviously don't want to talk to me anymore, so that's fine. I don't have to talk to them either. Turn their mic off since they are dead to me. Dead. All right, let's turn off the autopilot. I may be getting a phone call here pretty soon, so I may have to mute myself. Now, runway 34, I believe, is coming from the little inlet back to the northwest. Is my guess, which would make sense if that's runway 34. Oh shit, we're really overspeeding. All right, let me... I love flying outside the airplane. Oh, it's runway 20, that's right. So that means we have to come around. Well, we can just do runway 2. Fine. We'll go out through this inlet here and then come up to runway 2. Alright, let's level off here a little bit. Yeah, I need to learn some of these systems a little better. I think this Collins nav, like I said, it has 2 frequency and from, so I'm pretty sure the 2 and the from show the radials you're on, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure where this Collins is getting its information from right now, though. Maybe it's getting it from nav here. It's also got an RNAV feature as well, which is pretty nice. Definitely a bit different than the Comanche, but it's cool. I throttle. There we go. Now the throttle's working. Stall. 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 I started doing a little bit more in career mode as well. The career mode now with the new beta is pretty cool. Even on Xbox, it actually works really well on Xbox now, which is nice because I like doing career mode sometimes when I'm upstairs. That career mode is pretty dope. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I had a thumbnail all ready to go for career mode tonight, but when I got up today and I saw that this thing just released it out of beta and now it's like an actual airplane you can buy now, I was like, oh shit. SU-3 does run like shit. You can get the beta pretty easily. You just have to like go on the web. Well, I'm sure you know how to do it. I don't need to tell you how to do it. I mean, even on Xbox, it's pretty easy to do. Alright, let's put our lights on. Oh, maybe since the heat was never turned on, maybe that's why the passengers were so cold. Gotta turn the heat on next time, Greg. Alright, we need to slow down so I can put the gear down. Oh, I don't care. Let's put the gear down anyways. If we break the airplane, we break it. Hey, look, an oil tank. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't really had any stuttering issues at all, really, since the update. Xbox or on here. Yeah, it's been running really smooth. Even on even career mode on Xbox, it's been running great. Yeah, a little oil rig. That's cool. There's our runway right in front of us. I didn't turn state saving on, so I'm not... Oh, we gotta put our fuel pumps back on. Alright, fuel pumps back on. Viper 20 Golf on final. Cockpit sterile. Shh. Yeah, hopefully they'll come out with a little booklet for some of these nav systems here. I want to learn these a little better. I'm pretty sure I know how to use it. It's just I don't want to just fumble around it. I actually want to be able to use it the way it's meant to be used. All right, flaps full. The plane is really pulling to the left tonight. I was really on the fence tonight about hooking my Turtle Beach system up, and I was like, nah, let's stick with the Xbox controller. I like using the Xbox controller as much as I can on these flights. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! 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 I won't take it anymore. I'm kidding. Don't push down too far. Don't push too far down. Yeah, I like the Xbox controller. I like it, especially when I'm doing an airplane for the first time. I can move around the cockpit like really easily. Oh yeah. You know what? I've never tried that combination before with the throttle. Well, I would say if you got the money for this airplane, go ahead and get yourself this airplane. It's a nice little airplane. All right. One thing I do want to try tonight before I turn this off is I just want to see if the gondola works. That bitch didn't work the other day. All right. It doesn't really matter which helicopter we choose. Let's just choose a helicopter. And let's come back here to here's Cape Town here. We need to come over here. Oh, where did it go? It's over here, I think, somewhere. Yep, here we go. Table, this is it. All right. Oh, you really? That's a gyro. I can't use that? Bastard. You bastards. All right. This one. All right, let's see if this gondola works now. Because the other day it was working as long as I walked with it, but as soon as I stopped walking, it just left me in the air. But I do want to turn the helicopter off first. Hang on a second. Otherwise, we're going to hear it running the whole time. And I'm going to turn live weather off for now, too. That's fine. You can beep all you like, buddy. We're going outside. Clear. Alright, let's see if we can pick up this gondola this time. Now, there has not been an update yet from Inabuilds on this, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. But let's see if we can actually get in it this time. This is part of the airport package, the Cape Town Airport. I think it was like $15 for this airport, which I've never really been huge on buying airports, but when I saw they had a gondola, I was like, well, that's pretty cool. That might be worth the price of admission, but even though I bought my tickets the other night to get on the gondola wouldn't let me on. All right, we gotta wait here for it. And it lights up really cool at nighttime, the gondola. Turn the lights down. Yeah, you can see them. They're lit. Oh, the other one's coming up first, I think. Hang on, we got to go to the other side. Turn my flashlight off. Do, 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 do. Me and my gondola. Hope I got the right side. Now we're gonna have to run around the other side again. Now the other side was the one that I picked it up from last time. Okay, yeah, this is the one that's coming up first. Now there is a, as you can see, a helicopter pad down there. You cannot spawn there. If you want to go to that helicopter pad, you have to fly down to it. But yeah, the door opened on this thing. I tried to get in, it wouldn't let me in. Same thing with the ones down below. We tried probably 3 or 4 times on the ones at the bottom of the mountain. This side we tried, it wouldn't let us in. The other side let us in, but we actually had to walk inside the gondola in order to move with the gondola. Once we stopped walking, we were like stuck in the air. And then when I unpaused the game, we just dropped to our death. Okay. Yeah, see? See in the builds? That's what I'm talking about. We can't get in this bitch. All right, let's go down. We'll wait for the other one. We'll wait for the other side and see if we can get into that one. That's the same thing that happened the other day. It just would not let us on. I turned off, like, I deactivated crashing. Like, I turned off anything I could think of that would kind of block us from being able to use the gondola, but... All right, the other one is on its way back up. It'll probably be here in, I don't know, so... But yeah, it's pretty cool how it lights up like that. The scenery is great, especially with auto FPS running. I tell you what though, the ground on Xbox, especially the Series X, the ground looks awesome. I am so impressed with like how the ground and all that looks in Xbox. Like this latest iteration, the SU4, it looks real good. It looked good before, but it looked even better now. Come on, gondola. I had my little, what did Nathan Drake use when he was... Shit, here's that phone call I was waiting on. All right, I gotta take this phone call. I'll try to say goodbye before I log out, but I do have to take this phone call. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to take this call, but it doesn't work still. Big surprise. Anyways, hit like and subscribe. I'll see y'all again in the next couple of days. That's about it, my friends. Be all right.